What's going on, everyone? Matt here for the Matt Film Show, guys, and I can make sure thumbs up, subscribe if you guys like. Let's get right into today's video. And then today I'm gonna be giving you guys a brand new video discussing season 1 review of Ironheart. Ironheart is a brand new Marvel show in the MCU, starring Dominic Throne as Riri Williams. This is a character that was introduced in Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. I think that was like 3 years old now, the sequel to 2018's Black Panther. And when they introduced this character, this is a character that was very intrigued, very interested in getting to know Riri Williams, to know what she is, to get familiar with this character, a character that I heard of, but was not that familiar with. So when it came to Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, this was the step up to see if I was going to be interested in her own solo show. And so Ironheart, or Riri Williams, is a genius, smart genius, inventor, just like Tony Stark. And you know, throughout Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, she becomes very, very close, best friends with Shuri, right? The new Black Panther. And they have such a great chemistry. I thought the chemistry between Shuri and Riri worked so well. I thought they did I thought their friendship duo worked very, very well. I really loved their friendship duo between Shuri and Riri. So by the time when she gets her own suit, right, in Black Panther, you get to see similarities of Iron Man, the way she flies, the way, you know, she shoots her balls and all that, right? And very similar to Iron Man. And so they said that she was not an Iron Man replacement, that she wasn't like Tony Stark and everything. And so when you get to watch the show, it's like, yeah, you know what? She is not like Tony Stark, right? She is not Tony Stark. Riri Williams has a different characteristic to Tony Stark, right? You know, when you look at Tony Stark is thinks about himself, right? Everything that he does is to himself, right? So he doesn't really care about anybody else except for himself, right? He only cares about him, you know. And when you take a look at Riri Williams is a totally different type of character than Tony Stark. Riri Williams does care about the people. She does, you know, and this show, her mom comes out, right? And she has a group of friends that helps her throughout these missions. And the group of people that she's with, they're very great people, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? That help her out. But in the beginning, the way she is not Tony Stark, and you can clearly tell that she is not Tony Stark replacement, not Iron Man replacement. She's being herself. And I thought that was a very good thing, you know what I mean? That the way that they were able to get her into this show, like, yeah, you know what? She's not Tony Stark, she's Riri Williams. She's her own character, you know. She's smart, she's a genius, intelligence, you know. She goes to the MIT school, right? Very intelligent girl. And so Dominic Throne plays her very, very well. And I really love her role, her as the role of Riri Williams and Ironheart. You know what I mean? After she gets a group this group of villains, right? That she thought that there were villains, that they help her out. You know what I mean? Well, not villains, there was like one villain, but a group of people. You know what I mean? And they're great people, you know, great character. I really like the chemistry between Riri and all of them. You know, they work very, very well. The one that was kind of like, you could tell that was a villain, that was kind of against her at some point, you know what I mean, towards the middle of the show, was Parker Robbins, which is the Red Hood, which is a villain in this show, and played by Anthony Ramos, which I really enjoyed Anthony Ramos in The Heights. He was in and Bumblebee. I really like this actor, and he was also in Twisters, that one movie that I reviewed last year that I really enjoyed as well. I think it was some other ones that I really enjoyed as well. Um, he played the Hood very, very well. I thought he did a very great job as the Hood, as Parker. Um, he has all these plans, trying to stop Riri, trying to trick Riri, try to be Riri's friends. Then gets upset, gets pissed off that she's outsmarting him, and you know what I mean. So it's all about outsmarting, you know what I mean. But the Hood, that that was a character that I heard of. I heard of the Hood before, and they finally introduced the Hood in the MCU here in Ironheart with Anthony Ramos playing the Hood, Parker / the Hood, and so I was very grateful that was a character that I've seen and heard of, but was not really familiar with what he was able to do, and was able to see what he does here in this show. And he seems like he's very, he wants to be very powerful. He wants to take over Riri. He wants to take over the Iron Suit. He wants to take over everything. Want to rule the world, right? And so I really like that character of the Hood. I hope we get to see him more. And I really love Anthony Ramos playing the role. I thought he was great. Another character that was here was Joe McGillicuddy. McGillicuddy? I think that's Joe McGillicuddy or McGillicuddy or something. I can't pronounce it. Was played by Adam Arderach. I hope I pronounced his name right. You may know him as Han Solo. He played Solo in 2018's Solo, a Star Wars story. He played the young Han Solo, right? And I thought he did a decent, great job playing Han Solo. I was not that big fan of that movie, but I kind of felt like that movie was. I don't understand why we needed him. Han Solo just died. They killed off Han Solo in The Force Awakens, and it felt like, the movie kept building him like 3 years later after, and you're going to make a backstory of Han Solo, how he met Chewie and all that. In my head, I was like, that seems a great story. But for me, it wasn't well done. And I enjoyed some parts of Solo, but wasn't that big fan of. And I thought, he was a decent Han Solo. Obviously, he's nowhere near Harrison Ford, right? Harrison Ford is Han Solo. But he was all right. And so he's in here. And something interesting that they showed in this show that they confirmed, I would say, somewhat confirmed, or whatever, is that he is the son of Obadiah Stane. Obadiah Stane was the villain of the first Iron Man, remember? Ironmonger. His son is in this one. Ezekiel Stane, right? So he goes by Joe McGillicuddy, but his real name is Ezekiel Stane, the son of Obadiah Stane. He wants to become his father. He wants, follow his father's footsteps. You know what I mean? He's upset that his father couldn't destroy Iron Man, so now he couldn't destroy him, and now he's able to destroy Ironheart. Right? He has all these evil schemes and plans that he plans. You know what I mean? He sends the group of people that work with him, right? Do this for me, and they fail, and he gets upset. Like, no, you need to succeed. You need, we all know that type of villain that he is. He's kind of similar to all these villains, right? They all have these goons, these people that they sent to kill him, and once they all fail, boom, now he's the final one, final boss, right? Same thing with Thanos. Remember, Thanos sent Loki in New York to kill the Avengers. He didn't do well, right? Remember all that? Now Thanos like, no, fine, I'll do it myself. I sent all you guys, all these villains, right? They failed, fine. Now it's my turn. Now I'm going to defeat the Avengers, right? That was how Ezekiel Stane was, right? That he sent all these guys here, all these villains, all these group teams to defeat Riri. He couldn't. Now fine, I'm gonna defeat her myself, right? So he has like electricity powers, which I thought was kind of cool, I guess, cool to see. So he was a decent villain. I liked him as a villain. He was all right. You know what I mean? So that was Ezekiel Stain, Alan Arderect. Like I said, I really enjoyed Riri Williams' mother. You know, she's over here worried about Riri. You know what I mean? And now that she's found out that she has an Iron Man suit, now she wants to be involved with Riri to defeat these bad guys. She's like, you know what? You are coming home so late. You're doing, you know what I mean? You're not going to school. You're not doing all this stuff. I'm kind of weirded out for you. What's going on, Riri? She found, you know what I mean? So she tries to help her out to defeat Ezekiel Stain once and for all, to defeat the Hood once and for all. She's already trying to help. So I really like that there was this family dynamic, you know what I mean, from the beginning of the show, even with her as Ironheart, because she wanted to help her daughter. She didn't want her daughter to die, right? She wanted to be there to support her daughter, want her daughter in. And so I thought that was very cool that they kept that, and I really enjoyed it. Natalie is the AI. She's the Ironheart's version of Jarvis. And I thought she was very good, decent character. And I really liked her. And the cool thing about this is the difference between Jarvis and Ironheart, or not Ironheart, Jarvis and Natalie, is that we get to see Natalie human form, not just the AI, but her as a human form. We never got to see Jarvis as a human form. We got to see Jarvis as a Vision, but when he was Jarvis, he was the AI to Tony Stark, right? No, yes, Natalie is the AI to Riri, but she's in her human form, so she will appear as her human form, talking to Riri face to face. So I thought that was kind of cool. It's kind of different, you know, what they did with Tony Stark. Kind of similar. Like, okay, you know what? Because like, you know what, we did Jarvis for Tony Stark. He was just AI, but what happens if we do AI and the human form? And I thought that was kind of cool, and I really liked that they did that for Riri Williams, that they were able to do that with that character. That like, yeah, you know what? Let's do something different. And I really enjoyed the back to forth of AI and human form. I thought that was really, really cool. I thought that was very intriguing, and that was so cool to see. So this is 6 episodes, and you guys know how I felt about 6 episodes. I don't really like the 6 episode model. I think the last one that had 6 episodes, Loki season 2, which I enjoyed. I really enjoyed Ironheart. You know, Ironheart was so hated. A lot of people were was least expecting this. Yeah, I didn't think that they did a great job introducing her Wakanda Forever. This character kind of forgot about Riri Williams, honestly. And so I didn't have like, yeah, you know, she was in Black Panther. I thought she was cool in Black Panther. She was great. But I just forgot about that character. And so when they had their own show, my expectations were very, very low. People were started talking crap about this show for no reason. And I really enjoyed Reinhardt. I thought this show was very good. It had its moments where I was like, okay, you know what? I'm not liking this. But it was able to get me hooked on the show. There were some moments I did not enjoy, but it's like, no, you know what? No, I like this show. This is a very great show. No, I don't. Yes, I do. So it had its moments where, yes, I enjoyed it. Some moments I didn't. But overall, I really enjoyed this show. After watching this show, I was like, you know what? First things, this show needed to be longer. No 6. You guys know I hate the 6 episode model of Disney and Marvel Studios. The majority of the shows have to be 9 episodes. You know what I mean? The Daredevil did a great job with 13 episodes. I don't understand why they couldn't do it here. Or can't figure they can't do that forward. So I want more episodes. You guys know that I do. Every MCU show that comes out that review, I've been begging them to do more episodes. You guys know that. But second thing is, yes, it worked for a show. low expectations, came out and joined Ironheart. Well, I would like for them to do a season 2. But I liked Ironheart, enjoyed the show, liked the character. The character, man, I enjoyed the character in Wakanda Forever. I was like, okay, you know what? For me to really love this character, they need to do this character justice, and they did. They did do this character justice in Ironheart. So now I'm really looking forward to seeing her in Avengers Doomsday. You know what I mean? But this would have worked as a movie. I think if they made Ironheart as a movie, I think it would work way better than as a show. So personally, me, I would have preferred Ironheart movie. This is an Iron Man type character, worked better as a movie. But I understand they made it into a show. The stupid 6 model episode did a great job, but you know, it was just not all that there. Could have done a better job and could have made this show longer, more episodes. Another thing here was the model that was kind of skeptical about this. When they released Echo, was a show that I really enjoyed Echo, but I low-key forgot about that character. I forgot that Echo existed. I low-key forgot that the show even existed. I forgot about Echo. I low-key did, but I really enjoyed Echo. Echo was a great character. You know, she was introduced in Hawkeye. I did not care about that character. I had no interest in that show. Did not like the character in Hawkeye. I have no interest. When they made the show, my expectations for Echo was very low. I enjoyed loving Echo. I enjoyed liking the character, but the character has been out, the show has been out for over a year, and I forgot about Echo. Forgot about the character. I forgot that I enjoyed that show. And the same thing goes for here with Ironheart, where Iron Man was introduced in Black Panther Wakanda Forever. She had great moments, cool moments. I liked her friendship with Bond, right, with Shuri, but I forgot about that. I low-key forgot that she was introduced in Black Panther Wakanda Forever. And the show, so I was like, the trailers and all that, I was like, okay, you know what? It seems like it's gonna be a decent show. It doesn't seem like no. So my expectations were low. But I came out and joined Ironheart. I thought they did a great job with Ironheart, with the character Riri Williams. Made me love Riri Williams as a character. You know, from Wakanda Forever to really engaging. Yes, I really like this character of Ironheart, of Riri Williams, and she is played very well by Dominic Throne. So I really liked everything about this here. And one thing about this is connected to the Bucket Robbins, the Hood, is a character that has been teased for so long, right? They've been teasing this character since WandaVision, since what was the other one? Agatha all along. There was a character that was talked about for so long that we finally get to see this character, or at least in his human form. Mephisto is in this. We finally get to see Mephisto. Mephisto's a character that they've been talking about for so long, you know, in WandaVision, in what was the other one? WandaVision, and the other show, the Acto. You know what I mean? You know, we thought that he was playing all these seeds where we thought the X-Men Days of Future Past with the Fox Quicksilver came back, but it was Boner, right? All these plans, he was able to, you know, to disguise himself as different characters, that we thought that we weren't going to see Evan Peters Quicksilver, but we got to see Boner, a character that was dumb. Now we finally got to see his human form in this one. He was the one who's taken over his head of Parker, the Red Hood's head, because Red Hood's like, oh, I have all these forces, I don't know what it is. But it was Mephisto all along. We finally got to see Mephisto, and I thought they did a great job with Mephisto. I wonder where they're going to take him next. You know what I mean? He might, you know, they've been talking about doing a Ghost Rider show or a movie or whatever, or special, whatever. We might get to see him there. I do not know where we're gonna see Mephisto next. But finally got to see Mephisto. I thought they did a great job into finally introducing this character, and I can't wait to see more of this. But overall, I was really enjoyed Ironheart. Really enjoyed this show. It had its flaws, great moments. At the end, like I said, I wanted this to be a movie. Ironheart 100% should have been a movie, but it was a show. Disappointed that they didn't believe in this show, because they released the first 2 episodes the first week and the last 3 this week, the last only 2 episodes. I kind of wish that Disney had, you know what, you're gonna make a show, an MCU show, whatever, whether it's MCU or not, I have faith in this, I believe in this, let's release it weekly, whatever. So there was a show that they wanted to get rid of, forget about it, and it's kind of disappointing that Disney and Marvel Studios was like that. Overall, I enjoyed the show. It was a great show, overall. So my low expectations, enjoying Ironheart. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think about Ironheart. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think about the show, the character of Ironheart. Are you guys on the same page with me? What you guys think about the character from Wakanda Forever? And let me know in the comments below overall thoughts. Because then you can make sure thumbs subscribe, guys, like. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure thumbs up, subscribe, guys, like. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out.